You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
A Super Smiley Adventure is brought to you by State Farm.
I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley. I have a cat, 2 sweets, the travel kitty. I'm a good girlfriend, and he's really pretty. I have a pony, and we share a big horse. We have a big yard. Yeah, we have to, of course. I have a pool. In the summer, I stay cool. Do a fountain, live in the mountain, live high on the hump. Need to be a spokes dog. I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley.
Woof and super smiles. Welcome to A Super Smiley Adventure on Pet Life Radio, the largest pet radio network in the world. I'm Megan Blake, the pet lifestyle coach, here with my possum sidekick, Super Smiley, the ambassador of kindness for the Animal Film Festival and for State Farm. As the pet lifestyle coach, I travel the country with Smiley, helping people adopt the right pet for their lifestyle and then help train them so they keep that pet forever. And we are traveling the country now. This trip has taken us from Malibu, California to Nashville, Tennessee to Blog Pause, which is the nation's huge conference for pet bloggers and writers. Then we stopped off in North Carolina where Super Smiley does his therapy dog work at the beautiful Camden Place Health and Rehab. Then we came down to Florida where today's adventure is taking place. And just last night, Super Smiley and I were invited to a private screening of a top secret dog film that we'll be bringing to you very, very soon. That was with the amazing Nicole Brose. She's the development director for First Coast No More Homeless Pets here in Jacksonville, Florida. They are the amazing nationally recognized spay and neuter clinic that helped make Jacksonville a true no-kill city by finding homes for all the unwanted pets and spaying and neutering. So huge shout out to our friends in Jacksonville at First Coast No More Homeless Pets. So much going on here, so let's give a big thank you and shout out to our sponsors, State Farm, whose work supports and honors arson dogs. State Farm does tremendous work on bite prevention, and so be sure to go on our Super Smiley Adventure page on Pet Life Radio and listen to Heather Paul from State Farm talking about bite prevention. And Super Smiley is State Farm's ambassador of kindness. Good boy! You can see State Farm's Canine Assist team with Super Smiley and the 5 elite spokes dogs they have there at the goodneighbors.com page and see Smiley's latest 1.5 minute film with him flying around the world in his red cape sharing kindness with the world at www.kindnessfilms.com. And Super Smiley would love it if you check that out and share kindness with him. And next on our adventure schedule travels was something super extraordinary. Here we go. We went to Jupiter, Florida, right by Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, to a Doggie Cotillion. And we were asked to be on their celebrity judges panel. Yes, it's a formal cotillion where dogs were dressed to the nines and were presented to society. And the best part is that proceeds went to the Florida Yorkie Rescue. Yay! We have such a fun and packed show today with interviews with Kit DeRoche, the founder of the Florida Yorkie Rescue. We have the amazing doggy cuisine caterer, Lolly Avalotti with Doggy Bag Cafe, who has some cooking tips for us. And of course, we interview Miss Cotillion winner, Duchess, who happens to be a Yorkie Rescue. And the stars of our show today are 2 beautiful, beautiful ladies and really good friends of ours. First, the founder of G Girl Productions, who creates these amazing, glamorous events for dogs and their people, Laura Souza. She is amazing. We love Laura. And then we also have the sales manager for Homeward Suites in Palm Beach Gardens, Christy Netzel, who sponsored Super Smiley and my stay at the Homeward Gardens. Welcome, Laura Souza and Christy Netzel.
Hi, Megan. Thank you so much for having me and G on your show.
We are so happy. Oh, yes, and I didn't introduce G. Tell our listeners, who is G that you're mentioning there, Laura? Tell us about her.
Gianna is a 7-year-old Shih Tzu, and she is the G Girl for G Girl Productions.
And
so she is my co-host for all of our fabulous events.
And you know, Super Smiley and I completely understand that because Super Smiley is co-hosting my show right here with us. And he wants to welcome Laura, you and Christy here as well. And welcome, Christy. We stayed at your beautiful hotel there, the Homeward Suites. And thank you so much for that. Thank you.
You are welcome. We were honored to have Laura and G Girl Productions and you be our guest this weekend. We saw lots of fancy doggies.
Yes, there are a lot of fancy doggies walking around that part of town. And Laura, what you put together is amazing. Let's just start at the very, very beginning. Can you give us an overview of what you do with G Girl Productions? What are we talking about here?
Well, Chico Productions is, I am an event coordinator, but I'm not an event coordinator for people. I am an event coordinator for the dog world. So every event that I do is an event that you should be able to bring your dog to. So about a year and a half ago, I decided, hey, I've never been to an event where it's over-the-top spectacular, where you can go and have a 4-course meal and your dog be served a 4-course meal. And I was very good friends with Lally, who owns the Doggy Bag Cafe. And I went to her and said, what do you think about this crazy idea? And we started doing fabulous fur baby events. We're 2 separate LLCs that joined together to do fabulous fur baby events. And we do 3 huge events a year that are the sit-down dinner, 4-course dinners. And then the rest of the year, Chico Productions, we do smaller events like Dancing with Your Fur Baby or the Mad Hatter Tea Party. And then I also promote a lot of the couture dog designers by doing dog fashion shows at pet expos, at different venues. So me and Gianna keep very busy in the dog world and have become like local celebrities here in South Florida. This coming Saturday, her and I are emceeing the big event in Wilton Manor for Gay Pride Week. So we are always keeping busy.
You are, and your event was absolutely spectacular, Laura. Thank you again for inviting Super Smiley and me to participate.
Thank you so much. And we enjoyed you and Smiley so much, and I can't tell you, you were a fabulous judge. The judges were fabulous, and I think every decision they made was spectacular.
Oh, well, thank you, Laura. Thank you. And then, Christy, I want my listeners to understand how just gorgeous and beautiful and elegant your hotel is. It's the Homeward Suites there in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And Christy, I also want to give a big shout out and a compliment to you, to your hotel staff there, Nairobi and Aaliyah and Melba. They were just wonderful. I want you to talk. So tell our listeners just about your beautiful suites and the breakfast and, the pool. Could you tell our listeners about your hotel? I want them to hear you describe it.
Absolutely. Well, Homewood Suites as a brand is, we specialize in extended stay because all of our rooms are true suites. All rooms have a fully equipped kitchen, and you have a separate living area from the sleeping area. So it makes it really nice when you're traveling or you're needing to stay for a long period of time. You have all the comforts of home. We provide breakfast every morning, and it is a hot breakfast buffet. And in the evenings on Monday through Thursday, we serve full dinner, and that is also included in your rate. Now, I realize that you guys were here over the weekend, so you didn't see that. So that's even a bigger bonus.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really, and I do want to just echo what you said. It was a whole apartment. It was beyond what I would call a hotel suite. It was an apartment. There was a kitchen, a separate living room with a door to the bedroom. It was literally.
I got to say, I didn't even want to leave. I wish I could have moved in.
well,
and you know what? You get housekeeping every day.
They were the most incredible beds. You didn't want to get out of bed in the morning. And please, girls, don't forget that one of the reasons we chose that as the hotel for the fabulous fur baby Cotillion was because they have the 5-star Fido friendly ranking, which is incredible in my eyes.
We're very proud of that. We're one of the only hotels that are pet-friendly in Palm Beach Gardens, so we're very, very proud of that. We love our furry guests.
The staff was so nice to all of the dogs, which is just a welcoming feeling when you come in and they're like, oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's going to love the room. You know?
Absolutely. So let's give another shout out right there to Nairobi, Analia, and Melba, because like you just said, Laura, the staff was amazing, and Super Smiley didn't want to leave his room either. So
we're very proud of it.
Yes, Christy, congratulations on your beautiful property there. And speaking of how beautiful it was, again, it just goes right along with the theme of all the G-Girl productions and the Fur Baby productions with you, Laura, that you just do things up right. Tell us about the judging categories that we were looking at your actual cotillion.
Well, this is the first time in the history of the dog world that an event actually had two separate full contests for our kind of contest, which is based on dogs dressing and clothing. So the first half of the show was the Bragg Walk of Fame, which were the debutantes that were presented last year and Gentle Fur Boys. It was the one time the mother got to brag about all their accomplishments since they had been presented to society. They were a pre-selected group of dogs that won, and then you and the other two judges chose that day for the best evening gown, tuxedo, and designer for the Bragg Walk of Fame. The second part of the event was the actual presenting of the debutantes and the Gentle Fur Boys. And that's where the judges were looking for Mr. and Mrs. Cotillion, which of course is the star quality, the sparkle, the grace that had everything. But then there were other categories such as Gentle Fur Boy, who was the Cary Grant of the dog world.
I love the way you say that's perfect.
And Miss Congeniality, who of course was the Grace Kelly of the dog world. And then we also had for the best tuxedo, the best evening gown. And there is a whole world out there of couture dog designers. So we, of course, include them as the best designer.
That's wonderful.
So
it's kind of like the Academy Awards. Everyone wants to know who they're wearing it because it's a wonderful place for the designers to showcase their wares, right? Exactly.
And it is just like, it is a full red carpet event. From the moment you walk in, we have the step and repeat with the red carpeting. We had appetizers. You have your happy hour. We went into the full course sit-down dinner. The dogs were served tableside, on trays. There was high chairs that attached to the tables. The tables are dressed like a wedding. We had 3 feet tall centerpieces, a stage, entertainment. So it is exactly like going to the Oscars or the Emmys, but with dogs.
And you're describing the elegant settings, but let's say the actual venue was a beautiful country club overlooking an amazing golf course with palm trees. Tell us the name of the golf club so we can let everyone know.
The golf club is called the Abacoa Golf Club.
Right there in
they're
Jupiter.
right there in Jupiter. And I have to give a shout out and a plug to them. Because
Absolutely.
We have done this at many venues. This was one of the most fantastic venues. They welcomed the dogs. The service was wonderful. The food was delicious. Overall, I can't say enough of what a fabulous job they did presenting this event with us.
Absolutely. And proceeds go to the Florida Yorkie Rescue. We love that,
Yes.
Laura. Thank you for supporting Rescue as well. Thank you for doing that.
And the fabulous thing about that, in a 3-hour event, we were capable of raising $1,500 for the rescue.
Oh, that's going to save a lot of those little doggies.
Exactly.
Yes,
the
right,
kid had said to me, you know how long it would take us to raise that kind of money, weeks on weeks of getting donations from people,
exactly.
and you were able to do it so quickly for us. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, bless you for doing that. And Christy, we're so sorry that you were out of town for the actual event, but you were absolutely there in spirit at your beautiful
We missed you,
Homeward
Christy.
Suites.
The next one you have to come.
But Christy, you were there and you're
Next
here.
year.
Oh, yes. But you're here with us now. We're so excited that you're here with us. And Super Smiley and I talked with Kit DeRoche, who's the founder of the Florida Yorkie Rescue, with Lolly Avalotti with the Doggie Bag Cafe and the amazing Doggie Cuisine. She's the amazing Doggie Cuisine caterer, and she's your partner in in these events, right, Laura? And
Yes.
we also met the winner of Miss Cotillion title. We're going to bring you all of these interviews right after the break. Smiley, can you wait? Good boy.
Sit, stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
State Farm, this is Andrea.
Yeah, what if I get into an accident in, say, Accident, Arkansas?
Anywhere in the U.S., State Farm has you covered.
And if I hit the only tree in Lone Pine, California?
We'll send a tow truck right over.
What if I get dinged in Denton?
North Carolina or Texas?
Both?
Then we'll send 2 trucks.
Well played.
State Farm handles more claims than any other company. Over 35,000 per day. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM and get to a better state.
People say less is more. At Red Barn, we think less is better. It's what you won't find that sets our natural premium pet food apart. No byproducts, no corn or soy, no fillers. Just the natural ingredients your pets need to live the healthy life they deserve. Look at the label. We want you to. Red Barn Naturals Pet Food. Simply the best. Find it in your local pet specialty store. Try our chicken rolled food as a meal or shredded as a topper.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
And we're back on A Super Smiley Adventure. I'm Megan Blake, here with my handsome co-host, Super Smiley. And we also want to give a welcome shout out, we missed this in the opening, to our studio audience joining us via technology from Malibu, California. We have Angel, Starfire, Minnie Haha, Kitty Bitty, and their person manning the tech for them, Kim Swartz. And we are back here on A Super Smiley Adventure with the founder of the amazing G-Girl Productions, Laura Souza, and sales manager for Homeward Suites Palm Beach Gardens, Christine Netzel. Welcome back, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here.
And once again, Laura, your productions are so elaborate and wonderful. And Christy, your hotel is just exquisite. And right now, I want to take all of our listeners right to the event with an interview with Kit DeRoche, the founder of the Florida Yorkie Rescue, and then to Lolly Avalotti with Doggie Bag Cafe. Laura, she's also your amazing partner and Doggie Cuisine caterer. Here we go. And we're here at the amazing Cotillion in South Florida for the doggies. I am so excited to be here with Super Smiley. And the best part of the entire thing is that it is going to benefit the Florida Yorkie Rescue. And I'm here with the founder, Kit DeRoche. Hi, Kit.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, and it's nice to be at this wonderful event.
Kit, I know that in rescue, Super Smiley's a rescue, my dog Angel, my kitties, my horses, everybody. And there's so much work to do, but isn't it fun sometimes to go to a beautiful, elegant event like this and have it benefit your rescue? What do you think about that?
Yes, it's wonderful, and it's very rare that I absolutely have the opportunity to get out of the house, away from the dogs, and be able to enjoy myself for an afternoon. So this is great.
Yes, that's exactly what I was referring to. You totally got the spirit of my question. Now, but tell us about your Yorkie Rescue. You're the founder, so what inspired you to start a rescue?
Well, I've had Yorkies since I was 18 years old, and when I lived in North Carolina, I used to do wildlife rehabilitation.
Oh, bless you, bless you.
And after 10 years of that, I moved to Florida and thought, well, maybe I would do something a little more domestic and something that hit closer to home, which was my Yorkie. So I started that about 8 years ago.
I love this. And one of the things, Super Smiley is a 2-time shelter dog, and our German Shepherd is a 4-time shelter dog. And I always tell people that whether they want a mutt like Super Smiley or a beautiful purebred German Shepherd, they can always find one either at a shelter or at a rescue rather than going to a breeder. What do you think about that?
They absolutely can. You cannot believe how many purebred dogs there are in shelters, animal controls, and rescues. It's amazing.
And you can find basically almost anything. Like you have your beautiful Yorkies. Tell us about your Yorkies that you have now and how fabulous they are, so people will call you to get a Yorkie. Who do you have at your house now, or your rescue rather?
Well, we have little Rigby. He just had heart surgery.
Oh my.
And he's doing well. He has a little bit of a deformed leg. He's only 9 months old, but he gets around really well, and he's just a doll. We have another little girl, Macy. She has spina bifida. We don't turn our backs on the special needs dogs. If they come in and they're old, or they come in and they need surgery, or they're special needs, we try to take as many of them as we can.
I love your mission, Kit. I love what you do. You are indeed the real deal. And I've had a 3-legged dog, and my horse was going to slaughter because he had been made dangerous from abuse at 3 years old. So Angel, my German Shepherd, who was a 4-time shelter dog, she was headed for the back room, and you know what that means.
Yes.
So we bless you and honor you so much for taking the special needs doggies. I believe animals are healers and teachers, and they all teach us something, but sometimes we learn something even more from the special needs or the senior dogs. Could you talk about that a little bit, the personal lessons that they've taught you?
Well, I think that I feel the closest to God than I possibly can when I'm helping an animal in need. So they all teach me something different. Right now, the biggest challenge that Florida Yorkie Rescue has been having is that there's such a huge epidemic of senior dogs now being surrendered to animal shelters. Their owners are dying. The family doesn't want to take them. People cannot afford to care for their elderly dogs right now. And a lot of rescues cannot take them because it takes up a spot and they cannot adopt them. So Florida Yorkie Rescue has now created a new nonprofit.
Yes, tell us about your new project. You have something really exciting going on. Please.
We have created Yorkie House of Hearts. It's going to be a facility in Martin County, Florida, and we will take all of the senior dogs that are being dumped or found as strays that other rescues can't take and that animal controls are putting down every single day. We think that they deserve better than that, and until my dying day, we are going to take as many of those as we can.
Again, bless you, bless you. We honor you so much, Kit. And this is like a sanctuary, literally a sanctuary that you're forming. Is that correct?
It is a sanctuary. We will take animals, also people, the senior citizens in Florida, if they don't have any family, if they're worried about what will happen to their dogs after they pass, they can leave their dogs to us through a pet trust program that we will be providing for them as well. So if they go to YorkieHouseOfHearts.org, they can read all about our new project, and if they want to read about our rescue, they can go to FloridaYorkieRescue.com and read all about us. And we're really, this year is the year. We're doing our building campaign now, and there's no stopping us.
I love that. This year is the year, and it's YorkieHouseOfHearts.org. We want everyone to go there. Go get you a little old Yorkie. That'd be so cute. Or donate. And the bottom line, though, is adopt, don't shop, right? Because
exactly. And don't be afraid of the seniors, because you will never find a more grateful dog than one in desperate need of a home. And they come, they're usually housebroken, they're docile, they're quiet, they're lap dogs, they're just easy peasy to have. So, there's a lot to be said for the older dog.
Absolutely. Well, Kit, thank you so much. Bless
you
for your work. And I am so excited to be here at this beautiful cotillion. First of all, can you just tell our listeners, describe all the beautiful dresses and everything? What are we looking at here?
I cannot believe my wedding gown wasn't this gorgeous. These dogs are dressed to the nines. These outfits, I don't even want to think about how much they cost. I'm surprised some of the dogs can walk in them.
Well, a lot of them are being carried because they are little ones.
But
right?
They are gorgeous, and the spirit of the event here today is just wonderful. Everyone is celebrating their animals, whether they've come from breeders or from rescue, and I just embrace the whole entire day.
I love it. I embrace the whole day, and we embrace you, Kit. Thank you so much, and bless you for your work.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
And I'm here now with Lolly Albalati with Doggie Bag Cafe, and we had an amazing lunch today, but Lolly prepared the doggies a 4-course lunch. Lolly, thank you for doing that, first of all.
Well, thank you for coming and enjoying it.
Now tell us about your recipes. How do you do a 4-course lunch for doggies?
Well, we took the menu from the Cotillion and I converted it to healthy, organic food that is all safe and good for the dogs.
I love this. So if someone wants to cook for their dog at home, what's something simple that they could do and healthy?
Something healthy. We make them chicken meatloaf or beef meatloaf, and everything that we use, like I said, is organic, and we use vegetables. And we can use eggs, but a lot of people don't like to use eggs with the dogs, even though it's a good source of protein. But you can convert it and use unsweetened applesauce if you want.
I've heard of this. And you also have been working with the Fabulous Fur Babies events for a while, right?
Yes, no, Laura and I started that 2 years ago.
Wonderful.
You're actually great. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you for the invitation. And tell us again the name of your company so we all can look it up and support you.
Okay, it's Doggie Bag Cafe, DOGGIE BAGCAFE. And if you go to the website right now, it is my recipe website, and you can join for free, and we put them out weekly or monthly depending on the seasons and the holidays.
That's good to know, so people all over the country and all over the world, not just in South Florida, can participate with what you're doing, right?
Exactly. It's great.
I love that. Well, Lolly, thank you so much for joining us on Pet Life Radio, and thank you for this beautiful event today.
Thank you.
Smiley especially says, thank you, Lolly.
Well, Smiley had a couple of helpings there. He was great.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
And we're back in studio with Laura Souza, founder of G-Girl Productions, and Christy Netzel with Homeward Suites of Palm Beach Gardens. Christy, we're so sorry you missed the event, but we took you right there along with our listeners. I mean, doesn't that sound like that was an amazing event?
It was very amazing, and there were some people that stayed over yesterday, so I did get to meet Millie. I got to meet Millie last night, and she came down in a beautiful pink and black dress, and there's plenty of pet-friendly restaurants within our village, and so she took Millie out to strut her stuff last night. She was so cute.
Oh, I love that you mentioned that, Christy, because we talked about your beautiful property, but tell us where it's located so people with pets can come and walk around. Tell us a little bit about your setting.
We are located at the corner of Donald Ross and Central in Palm Beach Gardens, and we are in the Donald Ross Shopping Village. So when somebody says, do you have a restaurant, do you have a bar, I tell them I have 9, because within steps, you have Mr. Zhang's, you have Culinary Cafe, which was voted the #1 restaurant in Palm Beach Gardens, and I have a little secret. They're getting ready to be interviewed and put on film with Emeril Lagasse. He's going to be here at Culinary Cafe soon. So that's to come. And then you've got Hurricanes, you've got Burger Bar. There's so many things. If you don't like what you can make in your own room, or if you don't like what we're serving, there are so many things that you can choose from right from the steps of your room.
We were fortunate enough to eat at a couple of them. We went to the Blue Moon Diner and Burger Barn, and they were so pet-friendly, I can't tell you.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. And Christy, thank you again for our amazing suite at the Homeward Suite. Super Smiley and I so enjoyed it. And Laura, again, your event was just so fabulous. Everyone was so impressed with the decor, the food, the
Megan, thank you so much for making the trip to South Florida to come to our event. Anytime you're available and we're having an event, we would love to have you and Smiley at them. It was a pleasure.
Oh, thank you, Laura. Well, we will absolutely make a point to do that. We had so much fun, and we're about to take another break, and right after that, we have more live interviews. We have one from the Miss Cotillion winner, and a lot more coming up. Smiley, can you wait? Good boy.
Sit, stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
It's DesignerPetSweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit DesignerPetSweaters.com to order your 4-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. DesignerPetSweaters.com.
Remember when you swore you'd never get married, never have 4 bedrooms and a minivan, and never have...
Twins? We're having twins?
And then never happens and becomes the things you never want to be without. For all the nevers you now want to last forever, State Farm is there to help protect them with everything from life insurance to college savings and more. And that's the difference between just having insurance and having a State Farm agent. To find a State Farm agent near you, call 1-800-STATE-FARM or visit statefarm.com.
Let's
talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Kathy Freston, and I'm on A Super Smiley Adventure.
And we're back on A Super Smiley Adventure with the so creative Laura Souza, founder of G-Girl Productions. And we're also here with Christy Netzel with Homeward Suites Palm Beach Gardens. And Christy, again, thank you for your beautiful suite provided for Super Smiley and me. And Super Smiley wants me to ask you if you have any pets at home, or how have animals affected or influenced your life? Christy?
I have a beautiful 14-year-old Maine Coon cat.
Oh, I love that.
Named Moxie.
Uh-huh.
And my husband and I were never blessed to have children, but she is our four-legged child, and she is the light of our life.
I understand that completely. And Laura, you just told us about Gianna. How have dogs influenced your life? Obviously, tremendously, the way they've influenced mine. But can you talk a little bit more about your personal relationship?
I have to say, I tease my husband that if I had to choose between Gia or my husband, he knows who I would choose. We have 3 Shih Tzus, Gianna, Leonardo, and Gisela. I have a 14-year-old cat named Mimi, and I have a 15-year-old eclectus parrot named Baby Nino. And they're hanging up in our house. There's a sign that says, honey, next to the fur babies, you're number 1. So that pretty much tells you how they rank in the house. So
I love that. And like I said, first of all, a big, big congratulations to Neely Waring with Sir Charles Barkley. Sir Charles was named the Mr. Cotillion winner. Yay! And
yay, Sir Charles.
Absolutely. Neely was also taking photos for you at the event. We're so excited to see these photos. So everybody be sure to come to our show page here on Pet Life Radio. And then we also want to hear from Wendy DePinto. Wendy DePinto is with her little doggie Duchess, who won Miss Cotillion 2015. So here we go.
And I'm here with the winner. First of all, Duchess, and her person, Wendy DePinto. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you? How are you and Duchess doing?
We are so excited to represent G-Girl Productions in the next year as Miss Cotillion.
Miss Cotillion, that's the official title,
That is Miss Cotillion 2015. And we are so thrilled to represent G-Girl, and we thank them so much for giving us the opportunity. Duchess is a rescue. She's a Yorkie, and she's a rescue from Florida Yorkie Rescue. So it does speak great for the organization that they will give a rescue a win, and it helps everyone.
Absolutely. And on our show right here, I just interviewed the founder of the Yorkie Rescue, and I want everyone to know that by far Duchess really, really was the winner. It was a very, very hard decision because there were so many fabulous dogs, but she just had the poise. That is a sweet dog. It's like she really is born to be a spokes dog. What do you think about that?
She is. She's an amazing little dog. She's very great with everyone and so relaxed in a social setting. And, with a rescue, you never know their history. You don't know where they came from and what they went through. And she just has a presence about her that's very soothing and sweet, and we just love her to death.
And since she's from the rescue and she's won this platform now, are you going to be able to use her more in advocating for rescues? Does she have any plans like that for her year?
Well, we'll see what comes up. But she will be at every event that G-Girl puts on.
Wonderful, yes,
and
G-Girl.
fabulous for baby events.
Right.
And that way, we'll be able to say she is a Florida Yorkie Rescue dog, and it will, advocate for all the rescues.
Perfect. Well, Wendy, it's just been such a pleasure meeting you and Duchess and Gigi. I hope I get to come back to Florida, and I love your organization. I love G-Girl Productions. This is just so fun. I really appreciate being invited.
So nice to meet you too, and you are beautiful. So I know on radio sometimes people don't get to see the face behind the voice, but Megan's gorgeous.
Thank you, Wendy, and so is Wendy. Okay, Wendy. Well, thank you, and good luck to you and to Duchess and to little Gigi here. Good luck to all of you all this year.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And we're back. That was such a wonderful, wonderful interview with Wendy. And Laura, everyone was so great, so grateful and thankful to you for putting on this amazing event. Can you tell us about some of the other winners? We want to hear you talk about the dresses and the Miss Congeniality. Can you tell people about the doggies that won, the dogs that were highlighted? They all were highlighted, but the ones that, were recognized as winners.
Well, I can start with the Bragg Walk of Fame. The 4 dogs, there actually was 2 ties for first place. The Bragg Walk of Fame for the boys was Tucker, who is a pet therapy dog and actually has been asked to be involved with the Guinness Book of Records because he's capable of taking one of those towers that the little kids, the rings, and stacking them so quickly in the exact order that they should, go. He also has won numerous contests. And then with him, tying with him was Champ Waring, who unfortunately had lost his battle with cancer prior to the Cotillion. But they are doing, the Jolly Ball Company is doing a limited edition Jolly Ball with his picture on the packaging, and all of the proceeds will go to Champ's charitable organization called Bullies Against Bullying.
I want to make sure our listeners understand that he had passed away, but you all did a beautiful tribute, a beautiful memorial. I mean, there was not a dry eye in the room because as we said, Christy, as you alluded to too, these are like our children and they are absolutely part of the family. And so, Laura, thank you for that beautiful tribute and for acknowledging him.
Champ was very much a big influence in the South Florida dog world. So he did, so much pet therapy, and I felt that it was only right that he got the recognition he deserved at the event because he was so much part of our fabulous fur baby events. He last year was the gentle fur boy, so he was the winner of the Cary Grant of the dog world in 2014.
And that's like the male counterpart to Miss Congeniality, just so our listeners understand. I love that. Well, we want to congratulate all the winners. And Laura, congratulations to you on just an amazing event. Tell us what you have coming up involving the doggies so we all can keep up, and tell us how to look on your calendar. Because people flew in from all over the country.
If you're a Facebook follower, if you type in G Girl Productions and like our page, I post all of our events on there. What we do have coming up is disco dancing with your fur baby. It's going to be actually electric slide with your fur baby. And I am going to be working with Homewood Suites. We're trying to do a fabulous fur baby luau weekend getaway where we will... Homewood has a beautiful, smaller little banquet room that we were planning on doing a luau, and then if you'd like, spending the night at the hotel, and then the next afternoon going to one of the restaurants right near there to have a luncheon. So we're planning on doing that, and then we'd like to do the same type of thing, but make it a wild, wild west. And of course, all of these events, there is a contest for the best costume.
Absolutely. There must be a contest for the best costume with your crowd. We all love that. It is so much fun. It just energizes it. It makes it fun, right?
Yes, absolutely. And then we have Yappy Hours coming up, which always has a contest. I come up with crazy ideas for that. Whether at Christmas time we did the Ugly Dog Christmas Sweater contest. Of course we have our annual, every year, our Mad Hatter Tea Party, and that's done at a bakery restaurant where the dogs and their moms are served all high tea. So we always have fun and crazy events going on.
They're really, and Christy, I'm so happy that you all may be involved in some of these, because isn't it fun? It just probably adds something, it breaks up your normal day, right? To have these events at your hotel.
It really does, and it's it's just a great way to have some fun and to share our family with Laura's family and the people that come to her events. We always throw a great party, so if someone says party, we're all in it.
And Christy, tell us again the name of your hotel so we can be sure to, if we're in your area, we'll be sure to check you out.
It is the Homewood Suites, Palm Beach Gardens, and if you go to TripAdvisor Palm Beach Gardens, you'll see our hotel. We're the #1 rated hotel in Palm Beach Gardens on TripAdvisor, and we're very proud of that. We just won the Hall of Fame award, in which there were only 2 hotels in Palm Beach County that won that award. And what that means is you've gotten the Certificate of Excellence 5 years running. So,
oh my gosh, that's huge.
Yeah. With that, and we've won many awards from Hilton, so we're just really proud of our team, and we just do our best to the love that we have in our hearts to show that to our guests, because that's what it's all about.
And you do. We were guests, and we can attest to that. So thank you, and congratulations on that, Christy. And everybody, for Smiley, everybody be sure to share kindness around the world with Super Smiley. Go to www.kindnessfilms.com, the actual address, and you can watch the video and share it, and that way you're sharing kindness around the world. And you can find all of our social media links at meganblakeofficial.com, and Smiley's kindness campaign is detailed there too. And we also want to thank our amazing studio audience sitting in from Malibu, California, Angel, Starfire, Minnie Haha, Kitty Bitty, and Kim Swartz. Thank you for joining us. And a huge Super Smiley shout out and thank you to our national sponsor, State Farm, who is really out there advocating for dogs and their people. And another thank you, without our amazing producer and the co-founder of Pet Life Radio, we would not be here. So a huge Super Smiley shout out and thank you to Mark Winter, our super producer. And thank you again to our special interviews today, Kit DeRoche, the founder of Florida Yorkie Rescue, Lolly Avalati with Doggie Bag Cafe, Wendy DePinto with Duchess, and our special in-studio guest today, Christy Netzel from Homeward Suites of Palm Beach Gardens, and Laura Souza, the founder of G Girl Productions. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Smiley.
Smiley sends you both a big old kiss right here from Jacksonville, Florida is where we are today. Thank you, ladies. And from all of us here on Pet Life Radio on A Super Smiley Adventure, we hope you love all your adventures with your pets. And until next time, woof and super smiles.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
State Farm, this is Andrea.
Yeah, what if I get into an accident in, say, Accident, Arkansas?
Anywhere in the U.S., State Farm has you covered.
And if I hit the only tree in Lone Pine, California?
We'll send a tow truck right over.
What if I get dinged in Denton?
North Carolina or Texas?
Both.
Then we'll send 2 trucks.
Well played.
State Farm handles more claims than any other company. Over 35,000 per day. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM and get to a better state.